What's up, guys? Alex here, and what we're going to do in this video is we are going to make some profitable NFL Week 4 bets. So we can see in the, let's refresh here, we can see in the Ravens game, I'm a big Ravens fan, in the Broncos versus Ravens game, you can get Ravens minus 2.5 plus 135 odds on DraftKings. That's an arb to FanDuel, right? It's an arbitrage betting situation. So again, you want to move quickly to get in on the best line. So we'll go to the Ravens game. We'll find the alternate. Whoa. And you can see they just took it down. That is a line moving. You can see it was plus 135. DraftKings just moved it down to plus 120. That's what the screen flashing was. So pretty crazy. But what we can do is you can see Ravens minus 1.5 it went back to plus 135. So very weird. They're bouncing around their market here. So we can see it's back on OddsJam. Ravens minus 2.5 plus 135 odds. Pinnacle has it plus 119 minus 136. So this line's moving around. So let's try to get our bet in. So my bet's under review. We'll see if they take it. Again, like sports betting, very similar to day trading in that way. You want to move quickly. Odds, they're not static. So to get in on the best betting opportunities, you want to move quickly. So another thing we can see, so we'll scroll around, we'll see if there's any other interesting opportunities. But what we can do first is we can use Pinnacle's market to remove the juice and figure out, okay, what do we think is a fair price? So what we bet is Ravens Broncos, Ravens minus 2.5 point spread in this game, plus 135 odds. So they got very lucky against the Lions, to say the least, but hopefully they can do it again versus the Broncos. And we can see one other bet, actually. You can get the Dolphins first half money line minus 115 odds. So did they take this bet? Yeah, they took it. Okay, so they took this bet. Ravens minus 2.5 plus 1250 odds. Or we bet 1250, that's our stake, and we got plus 135 odds. So what we can do is go to NFL. We'll get on this next bet quickly as well. You can see Miami Dolphins first half money line. So Miami Dolphins versus Colts first half money line. We can click on this. And you can see DraftKings has minus 115 odds on the Dolphins. Pinnacle's all the way to minus 135, plus 120. Five Dimes, another offshore sportsbook, has minus 125 plus 105. This minus 115 is an arb to Caesars as well. Caesars has the Dolphins first half money line minus 135. So as a sports bettor, you're always looking for value odds, and we can see, in this Dolphins versus Colts NFL Week 4 game, like Dolphins first half money line minus 115 seems pretty good. So if we go to NFL, halves, first half, we'll look up Dolphins minus 120, and we'll place 250 on it. And it's saying unknown error. So I'll try refreshing DraftKings. And again, we've said this in other videos, but you never know when the best betting opportunities are going to occur. So, what we can see here is, Dolphins minus 120. So that is, they already moved this to minus 120. It's still an arb to Pinnacle, but minus 120 is a bit less good. Right? Like you can see this was minus 115. I didn't get my bet in time. Well, now it's down to 115 again. So I'll try to bet it. We'll see if they take minus 115. And I placed my bet. So I just got Dolphins first half money line minus 115. So it seems like DraftKings is bouncing it around between minus 120 and minus 115 in the Dolphins versus Colts game. So we have two bets on, one in the Broncos versus Ravens game. We have Ravens minus 2.5 plus 135 odds. The Broncos look really good. The Ravens look really bad, but we'll trust the math here and go with that bet. So what we can see is Pinnacle Sportsbook has this plus 119 minus 136. So if we go to a no vig fair odds calculator and we put in plus 119 minus 136, if we remove the juice, we remove the vig, from Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, you can see what's fair, according to Pinnacle's market, is plus 126.2, right? And we got plus 135. So as a sharp sports bettor, you always want to be beating. So that's what's fair. And we got Ravens minus 2.5 plus 135. So we got Ravens minus 2.5 plus 135 odds. The zero vig line to Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook, is plus 126. So we got better odds than the fair odds from Pinnacle. So that's a great bet. So if we can go to football, we can search it actually in OddsJam. We can search for the Ravens game. You can see it's a very close matchup, but the Broncos are favored. FanDuel actually has it minus 108, so a coin flip. And we can go to point spread, and we can look for Ravens minus 2.5, and we can track our bet. So if we go to Ravens minus 2.5, DraftKings is already down to plus 130, so I can change the odd, and then I can track my bet. So I place $12.50 on that. Ravens minus 2.5 plus 135. So obviously as a sports bettor, you want to know your profit and loss. It's the most important thing in sports betting. So it's important to obviously track your bets just so you have an accurate representation of your profit and loss as a sports bettor. So we place this bet, and then we can go back to the no vig odds calculator. And Pinnacle's market, I already forgot it. Let's go back to the Ravens game. And what we can do is we'll go to point spread. And here you can see the point spreads. It's Broncos minus 1. That's the mainline market, which is highlighted in gray. And we bet on an alternate market, which is Ravens minus 2.5. So we can see on Pinnacle plus 119, minus 136. That is the market of the sharpest bookmaker. So plus 119, minus 136. Fair odds plus 126.2. So our no vig win percentage is 0.4421. So 0.4421, our loss percentage is unsurprisingly 1 minus our win percentage, which you can see in the calculator here. So we're going to be losing this bet 55.79% of the time, but the odds are better than the implied win percentage, so this is a profitable bet. Like, we're getting better odds at plus 135 than the zero vig line. So we bet $12.50. Our profit if we win is $12.50 times 1.35, $16.87.5. So this is our profit if we win, right? $12.50 staked at plus 135 odds if the Ravens beat the Broncos by more than, 3 points. So the expected value of our bet is our profit if we win times our fair win percentage, according to Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook, minus our loss percentage times our stake. $48. So we just made $48.66 in expected profit, and the expected value of this bet is 3.89%. So just like the expected return of the stock market is 8% a year, the expected return of this bet is 3.89%. It's a mathematically profitable bet. So the second thing we bet was Dolphins first half money line minus 115. So we can go back to the Dolphins game. And what we can see is this minus 125 Dolphins actually is starting to look pretty good. Like, Pinnacle is ripping towards the Dolphins in the Miami Dolphins versus Colts game. Like, they're all the way to minus 138 Dolphins, and you can still get minus 125 some places. So we'll go to first half money line. We got this minus 115, right? So minus 115 for $250. So we'll save that. And you can see Pinnacle is plus 122, minus 137. Most books are not as favored towards the Dolphins as Pinnacle. But again, Pinnacle is the sharpest offshore sports book, so the action comes in on Pinnacle first and starts to move sports betting lines. So we'll go to calculator, no vig fair odds calculator, plus 122, minus 137. The fair odds are minus 128.33. So we got minus 115 odds. In the fair odds, the zero vig line is minus 128.33, which we can see, we got minus 115 odds, which we can see there on DraftKings Sportsbook, right? Minus 115 odds. And so our win percentage of this bet is 56.2%. So our win percentage is 0.562. Our loss percentage is 1 minus our win percentage. Our amount staked is $250. So our profit if we win, we're betting $250 at minus 115 odds. It's 250 times 100 over 115, 217, which is what you see here. So this is DraftKings promotions. That's not what we want. So if we go back to my bets, what we can see is Dolphins money line first half minus 115. We're betting 250 for a total payout of 267.39. So out of that 467.39, 217.39 is our profit, which is what we see here. So the expected value of the bet is our profit times our win percentage minus our loss percentage times our stake, $12. So we're making $12 in expected profit on 250 bet, 5% EV. So we have two bets, mathematically profitable, uncorrelated bets. Your goal as a sharp sports bettor is to have a bunch of bets placed, have a portfolio of mathematically profitable bets, go into NFL Sunday, you have a bunch of profitable bets placed, and they're all good by 1%, 2%, 3%. They're all like a diversified portfolio, and then you make money on NFL Sunday. So we can go back to the bet tracker, and you'll see the bet tracker is pretty great because it allows you to track your CLV, which is really useful. Like here in the Saints-Giants game, I bet Giants +6 first half point spread at -110 odds. The current zero vig line is -117 to Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker. So I'm beating the zero vig line from Pinnacle, which is of course what you want to do as a sports bettor. You want your odds to be better than the fair price. And you can see like it's useful because this bet tracker, it'll track your profit, your loss. It'll let you know as well. It will send you an email alert, which is really cool if the odds move worse than the CLV. So let's say the line starts ripping towards the New Orleans Saints in the New Orleans Saints versus Giants game, then and this goes to -105. So -105 is fair. We bet this -110. So right now our bet would be unprofitable. The line moved against us. We'll get an email alert from OddsJam that tells us, hey, your bet's not profitable any longer. Cash it out. If you can, cash it out for full value. So again, in this video, we placed two mathematically profitable bets on DraftKings Sportsbook on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Dolphins Colts game, first half money line, Dolphins -115. That is a play. And Ravens -2.5, +135 odds. That's the second play. So Broncos versus Ravens game, Dolphins versus Colts game. I think they're both on Sunday, so we have some action there, and we'll scroll through OddsJam, see if there's anything new that looks interesting. So I don't have Fox Bet available to me right now. I'm in Virginia, but you can see this looks pretty good. Over 48.5 points in the Patriots-Bucks game. You can get +100. Pinnacle has it -115. So you can scroll through, see if there's any other interesting betting opportunities. Here we see a college football game, UTEP versus Old Dominion. So I hope you found this video helpful. And what we'll do in other videos and what other people will do is we'll talk about sports betting, trying to make money sports betting. And thanks so much for your time. See ya.